What's going on, Socialites? Welcome back to another Global Pokemon Society Draft League battle. Still going over week number 1 here as we got the Oklahoma Thundurus taking on, for the first time in the majors, the Seattle Shiny Sylveons. Have to see how they do here against one of the teams in Oklahoma that does pretty well from season to season. Always like to kind of put some of the new blood against some of the established veterans. See how things go in the early weeks. Really, the draft having a lot more of an emphasis in those early first couple weeks. We see here the teams. Seattle bringing Iron Bundle. Is it a risk having Iron Bundle in a singles league? Probably, but we'll see how it goes. Espathra, another demon. Bronzong, Houndoom, Pawmot without the Revival Blessing, but still a fast, physical, electric fighting type. And Sandaconda, who, if you watched our video from a while back, the top 10 Pokemon in our draft league, Sandaconda always doing well. Oklahoma with Skeledirge, Barraskewda, Dondozo, Haxorus, Frosmoth, and the Minecraft Cube, Naclstack. When we did our tier list rankings, a lot of the coaches were not high on Oklahoma's team. We'll have to see how they do here, as they lead off with Haxorus in the ground. Not where you want to be against a Sandaconda. Oh, but he pulls himself out. Sandaconda, pretty bulky. Haxorus, though, might want to set up a... Ooh, goes for the first impression. I was going to say, usually you see either like a Dragon Dance set, Swords Dance, you know, some sort of setup, or you're either Scarf or Banded. Could be Banded with first impression. We'll have to see. If he switches out here, he's definitely Banded. Oh no, we see a Life Orb. Sorry about that. Life Orb recoil. So he is Life Orb. Didn't go for a setup there, just trying to get off some big damage with the first impression. Based on that damage, you figure a Outrage might be able to finish it off. The only switch-in would be Bronzong for that. No, sets up the Dragon Dance, though. But Sandaconda with the Glare will paralyze Haxorus. A very good para. Sandaconda now can decide if it wants to switch out or if it wants to try and get some chip damage off. Ooh, there's a Dragon Claw. Is enough now with the +1 to finish off Sandaconda. And we don't see the Sand Spit, so the Sandaconda was Shed Skin from the looks of it. Which is interesting. I mean, makes sense because the team's not really built for sand. Your only immunity is the Bronzong alongside the Sandaconda. And I do believe the only Sand Rush Pokemon in the entire Pokedex is Lycanroc. Fake Out doing some nice damage on the Haxorus. I'm surprised Haxorus stayed in, because there's no way it is outspeeding the Pawmot. No ground type for Oklahoma, but I think Skeledirge could come in here relatively safely. No, they're going to stay in, and Haxorus will go down to that Ice Punch. The Life Orb ticking away a little bit more of Pawmot's HP. Dondozo comes out. Dondozo definitely bulky on the physical side, but an interesting choice to go out against the electric type. If the Pawmot had Double Shock. It could probably get a KO with a Terastallization. We'll have to see, though. Dondozo might be planning to Terastallize itself. Pawmot, of course, could get a free Volt Switch out here. That is what Pawmot's going to do. And you see just how much damage that Dondozo took. It really is not bulky on the special side. Like, that's a Volt Switch from a Pawmot. Imagine from an actual special attacker how much that could do. Now, if Dondozo is going for a body press here, could catch that Iron Bundle on the switch in, perhaps. I kind of expect a Curse to come out here. Again, without rest, Dondozo just doesn't have a lot of opportunities to set up. I don't particularly like it in our draft league here. Ooh, let's see, though. Did it go for the body press? Looking to get some damage off. No, went for the Earthquake. Iron Bundle, though, has a pretty good defense. And Dondozo, without being able to curse up, isn't going to do a lot of damage. Dondozo does switch out. Could see Frosmoth coming in here. Yes, it is going to be Frosmoth. Which should take that Freeze Dry really well, as it does. Now, Frosmoth, with the Ice Scales, getting a big special defense boost. And on top of that, with Terastallization, can really circumvent its poor defensive typing, Ice Bug. So, I've thought about Poison Frosmoth, because ground and psychic attacks, you're able to hit them with like the stab users anyway with your ice and bug moves. So if you're able to get off some Quiver Dance, goes for the Defog to get rid of those Stealth Rocks. Very interesting. Now in our league, you can only have one particular item per Pokemon. So Pokemon like Skeledirge or Frosmoth, you would have to pick which one would have the heavy duty boots. Houndoom is out now. It should be pretty safe just to go for Flamethrower here. Does Frosmoth want to Terastallize? Yes, looks like Frosmoth will Terastallize. We'll get to see. Could be Water as well. Water is a very good typing. Ooh, we see Electric. So just trying to get rid of as many of its weaknesses as possible. Sets up a Quiver Dance and was actually faster than this Houndoom. That is very surprising. So now Frosmoth is going to take next to nothing from this Flamethrower. Wow, this Houndoom really slow Houndoom here. Gonna be really tough. All these Quiver Dances coming up now. Houndoom could go for the Destiny Bond here. It knows it's slower, so that makes it really awkward. Like Destiny Bond, you want to be faster. Also, I love it when you can kind of tell people who have questionable Pokemon, because like stuff like Destiny Bond has been PP'd up to max. You're kind of like, okay, I see what you're doing there a little bit. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Ooh. The Quiver Dance still not enough to take out Frosmoth, though. I would have been going for the Flamethrower, though. For one, it's stronger. Two, you get a burn chance. Or you could have just gone for the Wisp. It goes for the Destiny Bond here, but of course, you know the Frosmoth is way faster. Yeah, there's like some moves you don't ever have to put like really PP up on. Like Destiny Bond, okay, maybe they'll play around your Destiny Bond 8 times. Sure, but like Reflect Light Screen, like are you gonna really put it up 48 times in a match? And there are some moves that I would always PP up, such as priority moves like Sucker Punch and Frosmoth, though, not going to take much from this at all. Sucker Punch and Extreme Speed. Of course, the recovery moves now that have all been nerfed down to 5 base PP. Frosmoth racking up the kills here. Now, I wonder if this could have came out a little bit sooner, because you see that the Pawmot has double priority, which I think is what they're going to use to take out the Frosmoth here. You'll be able to fake out. This will do, ooh, actually gets the crit and knocks it out. But even if it had survived, we did have the Mach Punch to follow up there from Seattle. But Frosmoth getting a couple good KOs. But some of the bigger threats on Seattle still around. Really, those KOs it got were probably the least worrisome of all the Pokemon. So now Oklahoma has to deal with the last 3. There is the Skeledirge. Pawmot can Volt Switch out here. At a cost of 10% of its hit points. But every little bit of damage on Skeledirge matters. Seattle still hasn't terrestrialized. Here's the Volt Switch. Get some nice little chip damage on Skeledirge. If Frosmoth is boots, I'm assuming Skeledirge is leftovers. Espathra coming out. Big Earth Power. Interesting choice. Now, Skeledirge with the Unaware will ignore the Calm Mind boosts, but it won't be able to stop the increased stored power damage. But a Shadow Ball here should knock out Espathra. Again, Unaware, ignoring those Calm Mind boosts. So now it's really going to come down to, can Iron Bundle hit the Hydro Pump here? Skeledirge probably could have gotten the knockout just with a Torch Song as well if it wanted to get the boost, seeing how much Earth Power did. The game could all come down to this. Will this Hydro Pump hit? There's the Hydro Pump. It does connect, and it takes down Skeledirge. Choice Specs, Hydro Pump. Iron Bundle with its Metroid cannon of a bag there. Naclstack comes out. Very interesting choice. Looking to dodge a Hydro Pump. Does not. And sometimes, unfortunately, this is how it comes down with Iron Bundle. the Hydro Pump dodge. Iron Bundle's going to swap out here. Dondozo could pick up the KO onto Pawmot. Ooh, sets up Rain Dance. Okay, looking to get the Swift Swim on Barraskewda. There's the Volt Switch. Does knock out Dondozo. Now can Barraskewda in the rain take down these Pokemon? Barraskewda does have close combat, so if it has it. There's a terrestrialization into ice. But of course, as I said, Barraskewda just has to get that close combat. Does take down Iron Bundle. But again, just when Oklahoma feels like they're in a good position, we got to remember what happened in their position when Frosmoth was going off. The Pawmot with the double priority. Fake out big damage with another critical hit. And then Mach Punch, which hasn't been revealed yet, will get the final KO. I don't think that crit mattered because I think Mach Punch would have done similar damage due to being the stab boosted. But very close game. Seattle getting game number 1. We'll move on to game number 2. See if Oklahoma can change things up. Now they know Pawmot has the double priority. Will they be able to play around that? Team's game ready for game number 2. Oklahoma seemed to have everything that they needed. The Frosmoth setting up with the terrestrialization. The Barraskewda in the rain at the end. But really, it was Pawmot and that fake out getting all the critical hits on those fake outs. But with the double priority, always had the out for those 2 Pokemon. Both teams are ready. Trevor in the Oklahoma Thundurus. Juliana in the Seattle Shiny Sylveons. Haxorus back in the ground. Pawmot here this time. Pawmot gets the fake out, so no first impression if that's what Haxorus wanted to go for here. And Haxorus has to know what's coming next. It stays in, though, and gets knocked out from the Ice Punch. Not learning the lesson from game number 1. Perhaps could be an opportunity for Frosmoth to start setting up again. Because really, the Pawmot, other than the double priority, not much it can do against Frosmoth. Frosmoth can stay relatively healthy, get a couple good setup turns. But that Houndoom has some bulk to it. We saw a +2 Bug Buzz, wasn't able to KO Houndoom. And Frosmoth was able to outspeed it uninvested. There's the Volt Switch. Ooh, Houndoom coming in on the Torch Song, getting the boost on its fire attacks. I wouldn't be surprised if Skeledirge wants to Terrasilize here. Go into Fairy type perhaps. Try and get off some big damage with the Earth Power. But I don't think it would KO Houndoom. Gonna switch out though, could be going into Frosmoth. No, gonna go into Naclstack. Let's see how bulky Naclstack can be here against this Dark Pulse. Takes next to nothing. Naclstack not able to be statused either. Also has a resistance to ghost types thanks to its ability, Purifying Salts. Houndoom's gonna switch out again. Into Sandaconda. Naclstack with the Salt Cure. Salting that snake. Gain some chip damage there. Earthquake, big damage with the crit. Wow. Seattle getting all the crits this game. Salt Cure continuing to chip away. Sandaconda stays in, goes for the glare. Onto the Dondozo. Dondozo setting up the rain. Again, looking to get Barraskewda in. But I feel like without knocking out Pawmot, Barraskewda is just not going to be able to do much. Sandaconda with the Earthquake. Shouldn't do much to Dondozo. Actually, that's even more than I thought it would. Oh, and we see a Citrus Berry, it looks like. Giving Sandaconda back some HP. The Salt Cure, though, doing its thing. Dondozo setting up the rain, but doesn't seem to have Wave Crash or Liquidation, perhaps. Saw Body Press, Earthquake, Rain Dance. Not sure what its last move could be. It is the Wave Crash. Okay, so knocks out Sandaconda here. Well, that's another turn of rain, and that's Stealth Rocks on the field now. And out comes the Iron Bundle. The threat is looming. Switch out from Oklahoma into Frosmoth. Ooh, but Iron Bundle went for the Hydro Pump. Huge damage on the Frosmoth. Iron Bundle hits another one, knocking out Frosmoth. Barraskewda comes out, still has a couple turns of rain. Post-combat looking pretty good here. It's a lot of these Pokemon. Oh, here comes a Terastallization on the Barraskewda. Going for water. Interesting. Liquidation. Okay, so was expecting the switch out. Able to knock out the Bronzong. A good call there. But if it's locked into Liquidation, Iron Bundle can probably get a KO here. Pawmot, of course, with the double priority, can definitely get some KOs. But Skeledirge can switch in here on the Pawmot. And with the Life Orb, it would take slight recoil every time it has to Volt Switch out against Skeledirge if that's what it wants to do. Barraskewda's going to switch back out, knowing that the priority's coming in. Going to bring in Skeledirge. But the rocks, again, Dondozo not wave crashing that turn. The rocks are going to punish any of these switch outs. Skeledirge should be going for the Earth Power here. It's a very safe play. Seattle going for a hard switch out too, not even going for the Volt switch. Earth Power, big damage into Houndoom. You see how bulky this Houndoom is, though. It really is something. Houndoom terrestrializing into the Dark type. Dark Pulse taking out Skeledirge. Now there's no rain up either, which really hurts Barraskewda. Both teams terrestrialize Pokemon out here now. Barraskewda and Houndoom. Liquidation should be able to take out Houndoom. I don't think you have to worry too much about close combat, but you probably want to just spam close combat. They do go for the Liquidation. Which does knock out the Houndoom, of course. Should allow Iron Bundle back in. Iron Bundle, so healthy, would definitely be able to survive the Barraskewda here. Dondozo comes in, takes that fake out. The Volt Switch is enough to get the knockout, though. Let's see, does the Iron Bundle finish this off? Iron Bundle, Barraskewda. If both are max speed, would be a speed tie here. But honestly, Barraskewda usually runs Adamant. Iron Bundle with the freeze dry, so we might never know which one was faster. Could have been a speed tie there, but Barraskewda goes down. Even if Barraskewda got off the close combat, Espathra or Pawmot with the double priority should have been able to take it out. But yes, the Seattle Shiny Sylveons with an upset, taking down the Oklahoma Thundurus. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe for more Draft League videos, and stay classy, society.